what's crack-a-lack-a-jack-a smackin'? It's Wolfman for video, and welcome to episode 5 of the Thursday Talk series. So let's get this video started. Today I want to talk about why I don't play Call of Duty anymore. And you know, I've basically bought in every Call of Duty game. You know, I've had Call of Duty 4, but I didn't get that until maybe 4 years ago. So I was a little bit late to Call of Duty 4, but the first Call of Duty game I bought was World at War. So I played World at War and I liked that game. But then after 2 months, it's kind of weird because after playing that game so much and after loving it and, you know, playing it so much, I sold it after 2 months for Killzone 2. And, you know, Killzone 2 is one of my most played multiplayer games on the PS3. So then the next year after that, I think it was Modern Warfare 2, and man, that has to be the best Call of Duty game made, you know, on the last generation consoles. And maybe not the best Call of Duty game, but I could say for a fact that even most of you can say that that was the most addicting Call of Duty game. I mean, that game had the tactical nukes, had the Predator missile, the AC-130, the chopper gunner, the Harrier missiles, sentry guns. That's the first game where Call of Duty had care packages and all those new kill streaks. You know, that game had Spec Ops mode. I mean, that game was so much fun, especially the private matches. I mean, everything was done right in that game. Sure, you still got mad after you died sometimes. Sometimes there was some BS. There's still some cheese, like sometimes Painkiller, Last Stand. What else? You know, rocket launchers, all that stuff. But everything other than that, that game did it right. I mean, that game was probably it was definitely the funnest Call of Duty. So then after that, we get Call of Duty Black Ops, which was a great game as well too. I loved Black Ops. I played that game for at least 6 days, I think. And that game was a fun game. You had the freaking that was the game where you had the gunship. Yeah, the gunship in that game was so much fun to get. The attack dogs, and then the zombie mode. Oh my goodness! And the story for that game, the campaign for that game, was probably my favorite Call of Duty campaign. I mean, that campaign was good. I'm not gonna lie, that campaign was a good campaign. And that Call of Duty was also the Call of Duty where Chris Smoove had his gunship song. Man, oh my goodness, I'll never forget that. He used to be getting those gunships. Yo, those used to be some good videos. And then last year I also came out with some Call of Duty Black Ops videos and had some gunships. And then after that, it was Modern Warfare 3. And actually before that, I think I sold Black Ops. I sold Black Ops and then I actually got Black Ops again from the PSN store. So yeah, it's probably a noob move to sell Black Ops, but I got it back. So then Modern Warfare 3 came out, and that was when my PS3 was actually had the yellow light of death. So I wasn't really playing it because I got it, and then one of my friends got it for me, and I had the yellow light of death, so I wasn't even playing it that much. But I played one match and I was like, you know, this ain't bad. So then when I get my PS3 fully back and working, I found out that Modern Warfare 3 is trash. I mean, that game is just, and it was just so frustrating to play as well. And the maps, I don't even remember the maps. I think Modern Warfare 3 had to be the first Call of Duty game where I didn't even play like a day. I didn't even play that game for 16 hours. That game was so trash. I hated that game. I think I sold that game so quickly too. And that had to be like, I thought it was gonna follow up big after Modern Warfare 2, but it just did not deliver to me. And then all these freaking strike packages stuff and all that stuff, man, that was just the different kill streaks and so like that was just out of control. And the single player, I did beat the campaign actually. Single player was alright. Same typical Call of Duty single player. And then we go to Black Ops 2. Now Black Ops 2 wasn't a bad game, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, I never beat the single player. Mainly because I got bored of the single player. It felt like the same Black Ops single player campaign. Not like there's anything wrong with that, it's just that I just wasn't feeling it. And you know, there was zombies mode again, which I did play time to time, but I just feel like zombies mode is just, and the zombies mode around this time was a little bit bigger, and they had a few different other modes, but it just felt like the same. The multiplayer also felt the same. I mean, the multiplayer wasn't bad actually. The multiplayer, it was good. I'd say it was good. It was playable. I still wasn't into it. I was losing interest. And then we come to Call of Duty Ghosts. And you already know what are my thoughts on Call of Duty Ghosts. You know, I got it on PS4 and I sold it for Infamous, so I don't have Call of Duty Ghosts anymore. And I didn't even play it that much. Because as you can see from my YouTube videos, I don't even play Call of Duty. And it's not like you can say I don't play Battlefield or don't play Killzone, because I still upload some Battlefield and some Killzone, just not as much as 2K. And just know that I have the gameplay. It's just that I'm not editing it and uploading it. But you guys know I play Killzone and Battlefield, even though I uploaded a lot less than 2K. But Call of Duty, you've never seen me upload Call of Duty Ghosts. The only thing of Call of Duty Ghosts I have is probably one match, I think, and I have the review. Other than that, Call of Duty Ghosts, you know, check out my review if you want to see what are my thoughts on it. But then again, same old Call of Duty. Online, I don't like. The co-op mode is basically useless. I hate the co-op mode. And the campaign was playable. It's decent. Same old typical Call of Duty campaign. So I've moved on from Call of Duty. I've always liked Battlefield more than Call of Duty anyways. You know, ever since Battlefield Bad Company, the first one, I've loved Battlefield more than Call of Duty. Then we had Bad Company 2, which was, in my opinion, a beast game. I played the game for a long time. Battlefield 3 I played for a while. Now we have Battlefield 4, which I still play a decent amount. So Call of Duty is just, I think it's just a dying franchise. You know, every year it seems like they're trying to say that they were rebooting the franchise, they're gonna make it better. But every year, I feel like we see the same thing and just more problems added. So give me your thoughts on what you think about Call of Duty, and if you still play it, if you don't play it, if you hate it. Leave your thoughts in the comments, and I'm out, YouTube. Peace.